I'm very interested on what this childhood thing is going to be about. But if you feel me, go ahead and blaze the like button. If you feel like it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you want to, go ahead and comment whatever it is you want to comment down below. But let's go. Internet historian incognito mode, childhood.
Childhood. What's the deal with children? Is this a child? If children are the future, how come they never see it coming?
If children are the future, how come they never see it coming? Jesus Christ, is that Batman? No, it's not Batman.
Bang! One day you will save Gotham. And how come they always get to be on the milk carton?
Why only children get to be on the milk carton? Do they put children on the milk cartons anymore? Do they sell milk cartons? Hell, I haven't seen a carton. Oh, here we go. I haven't seen a carton in a while.
I want a turn. Free candy, I want some.
Yo, this is the bad childhood. These are the bad ones. Being on a milk carton, losing parents in alleyways.
Free candy, I want some. Aha, I got one. Give me all your NFTs. This must be their lair. There's got to be some MILFs around here somewhere.
Please, sir, I want some more.
Hey, Oliver Twist.
More?
Certainly. Have all of the NFTs you can eat. All this and more on this episode of In the More.
So, Internet Historian, I see you are in the field for the 12th time. Would you like to explain that for us?
Yes, well, you see, I can't get the main channel video finished, and so I just keep pumping these out.
And so why is that? Interesting. And it has nothing to do with the fact that you were recently found to be the world's gayest man third year running?
Oh, not again. No, everyone's coming out from behind the curtains. Put the cake away. We're not doing this again. I'm not putting on the hat.
But really, man, congratulations. I know you've been gunning for that.
Do I read my speech? I did prepare this.
Please,
go.
go.
Yeah, okay.
So the camera's right there.
I want to thank my parents, Jesus. I want to thank the Academy. Of course, my biggest inspiration, my muse. Many kudos. I learned from the best.
I'm shining down on you like Mufasa.
Yeah, I mean, if he was still alive today, surely he would have won this award, but I'm still grateful to accept it on his behalf.
Nearly dying, okay.
What's the closest you've come to dying?
I fell off a cliff.
Okay.
I think I must have been about 12.
Being shot?
I fell off it.
I wasn't shot. There were bullets flying around the head. Fear kicked in. Shots was fired and, cautious, running. Lucky. That's all. Anyway, falling asleep on the road, too. While driving. Don't do that. That's not good.
I think I must have been about 12. I was there with my mate, and I fell off it. The thing that sort of saved me was I fell through a tree.
Oh, sure.
All the way down to the ground. And I was like, oh. And then I sort of stood up, and I was like, oh, I'm not dead. I really feel like I should be dead.
Yeah.
I looked up and I was like, holy shit, that was a long way. My mate saw some of it happen. And he comes like running down. He's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then I'm like in this state of shock.
Sure.
I'm like, oh, can we just go get like an ice cream at the dairy? We walk down to this dairy and we get an ice cream each. We start walking back and then
start crying?
Wears off.
Yeah.
And I just start crying.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that must have been like doubly weird for him.
Is your ice cream not nice?
You know what? I remember almost drowning, but I remember my stepdad saving me. Like, I know I was a little kid. I know I was like probably 3 or 4 because I remember tumbling in the water and constantly tumbling in the water. So we're talking about childhood. Yeah, I almost drowned. You don't remember details, but you remember something traumatic happening?
I fell into a wet hole, which would have been like a very nice, like cyclical way of having a life.
Yeah.
I was like 3. That has to be one of my earliest memories.
Oh, that's when you snapped into consciousness.
Yeah, I guess this is the moment where I was plugged into the Matrix finally. It was out in the country with this really large like property, and Dad had been digging these like holes to plant trees in, and they were really deep holes.
Right.
Really wide and really deep holes. Like
Titanic.
that too. I was meant to be one of them, I think. But it had rained the day before. And so these holes that Dad had dug were now full of water. 3-year-old me waddling around like, this is great. I don't know what happened. I lost my footing and I slipped into this tree hole. I don't know whether or not I would have actually drowned or if it was one of the things if I actually just like relaxed, my feet would have landed on the ground. But in my toddler brain, I was like, I don't know how to swim. I'm in a body of water and I need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So I just remember screaming my lungs out, and I have a vivid memory of grasping at dirt and grass like on the edge of the thing, desperately trying to pull myself out of this watery grave. And my dad like thankfully heard and sprinted down and like, yoinked me out of the hole. And then I think he spanked me for being an idiot and falling in the hole.
Oh,
which
damn.
is like, come on, Dad, I've already learned my lesson.
Oh, God.
Did you ever go to a school formal?
Yeah, I was a nerd, so that sort of stuff is pretty uneventful to me. I went to the first one, but I don't like to dance,
Yeah.
and so
I went to quite a few.
many kudos
but
went to
only
many
like
formals.
No, stop.
We should start
No,
calling them mini
no, well,
formals.
here's the only thing I remember out of every
Eighth
formal I
grade and
went to,
senior.
my entire high school experience was going to the bathroom, and there was 3 stools, and the one in the middle was free. And as I go in, these 2 dudes come out of the 2 toilets flanking it, and they're like, "Do you want to race us?" I was like, "No." And then they're like, "Oh," and they closed the door, and then they started like, just I guess see who could shit the quickest.
Wow. Prom is horrifying. Prom is terrible. You know that whole thing of, oh, it's your first time on prom? You know, the first time, first night, blah, 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 blah. It was supposed to be a date. They couldn't go because of the family issues or whatever. It was a whole bunch of mess. I didn't know, but I was already pregnant at prom. Shit that you not supposed to go down, and you really think you're just so damn smart, and you know what you're doing with life. Like, you don't know half of the shit. Like, you're gonna learn. That's the only way to get through life is to learn it, and I learned it. You know, I learned. I didn't have my second child until I got married and settled down, but my first child was me not knowing enough information. There's more to the story too, but I'm not ready to talk about that. Ooh, I'm not ready to go down that deep. Oh no, but yeah. Let's just say, on my part, I should have known better. I think I watched too much Boys Meet World. That's what it is. I grew up on Boys Meet World, and they showed me a whole lot of bullshit.
Sean,
Angela?
I want what they have.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Thinking about it, yeah. I thought my life was supposed to be like Sean and Angela or Corey and Topanga. But come to realize it's not even close to that kind of shit. The things that can influence you, you know, your friends, the outside world. Apparently the parents thing, you kind of just tune them out.
Sometimes things can happen in a minute that will change your life forever.
Either way, I've learned to talk. Oh, speaking of, huh?
Did you ever get the condom talk or
I think
the?
my dad, sort of tried to have that
Yeah,
conversation
kinda.
with me.
Not my dad, but I think the school did more talking, you know?
Did you ever get the condom talk or
I think
the?
my dad, sort of tried to have that conversation with me. I think he just wanted to say, you know, look, if you had any questions, it's like, it's fine. I'll just Google it.
I think I was like 14, and I was sitting on the computer just chilling, and Mum came over, and she's like, she had like a. Yeah, like a banana or a cucumber.
Banana
And she's
condom?
like,
Right? I can picture it.
we need to do this. And I was like, Mum, I've already learned it. I'm not doing this.
So she sat down on the couch, right? She's lit a couple of candles.
Okay,
There's
no.
a couple of candles.
Okay,
There's
no
some
candles,
mood
no
music.
candles, midday. It was very neutral. I was sitting at my computer, probably playing World of Warcraft.
Right.
I know you don't want to, but we need to do this. And I saw the banana or whatever it was and the condom, and I was like,
Oh my god, so she put the condom in her mouth, and then
no,
what?
stop! It didn't happen. Let's just say maybe I wish I had learnt it again, because that could have been helpful down the line.
Why? What happened? You put condoms on bananas.
Well, I was putting them on my balls a lot. Turns out it's like completely the wrong place.
I like the idea that you get home from the grocery and you've got this bowl full of bananas in the kitchen. You go, all right, well, I got to keep them fresh. And so then you get out your pack of condoms, as my mum taught me to do.
These banana wrappers are great. I like the flavored ones. It imparts a nice chocolate flavor to the banana.
Makes them real slippery though. Add hoods time.
Ad time? Oh, an ad time. Right here, too.
Add hoods time. My name's Nordman. Welcome to a day in my life. Gotta wake up early, 2 a.m. North's
2
got
a.m.
servers in every time zone, so you gotta be on the clock if you want to compete. Cold brew for breakfast. Air shower. Rub my teeth
Air
with some
shower.
Himalayan salt. I'm ready to begin the day. Before I head to the gym,
7:30. Whoa. You just get out. Okay, you woke up at 2. You just get out by 7? Okay. Oh, 3 a.m. is around that time. Okay, the shower. Okay, 2. Okay, 2. Okay, I gotta say. Okay, 2:10, he gets the coffee. And by 3, he's finishing up the shower. And by 7, he's out. He's about to go.
using Nord, I get savings on region-specific pricing. That's a tip.
7:31.
Stay rich. While I'm at the gym, I do sponsor.
Okay, that work took 2 hours. On the way. Okay, hold on. The time. Okay.
To the gym. I shop around on my phone. Using Nord, I get savings on region-specific pricing. That's a tip. Stay rich. While I'm at the gym, I do sponsor reads. How about Nord? One take. Threat protection. Take your security to the next level. Blocks malware, trackers, and ads.
What the dog doing? 912.
Don't just invest in the product.
512.
Invest in the company. Don't mind that. It's just my Nord FT. Nord can also do this. That's one thing they won't teach you in business school. Stay wealthy. But the most important thing, knowledge. Read at least one book per day.
Hold the hell on. Okay. 9:10 a.m. You're doing your thing. Your commercial. Yes. Nice. 12 p.m. 9 a.m. 12 p.m. Cool. You're back home. 2 p.m. You're in the library reading. Okay. I can't help it now. I gotta actually pay attention.
Stay wealthy. But the most important thing, knowledge. Read at least one book per day. Of course, it all makes sense. 3 p.m. Time to shoot my podcast. All right, peasants, here's how to be an alpha. Sorry, no monies. Looks like the podcast is region locked. To view it, you're gonna have NordVPN, or, God forbid, live in Mexico. 6 p.m. Time for business. What's up, Jeff? How's the wife? Just heard about Amazon. Think it could be something big. You gave me some stock and I'll give you a 2-year plan with a free bonus month. Well, he must have got disconnected. Now for a good night's rest. And we do it all over tomorrow.
All right.
Go to nordvpn.com/incognito to get a huge deal on it.
For the love of God.
Plus a free bonus month. Plus also that threat protection thing. Add over.
Head over. How is baby form? How girl get pregnant? Okay. Warning, kind of gross. Well. Fuck it.
Search how is baby formed.
Fertilization. This is ridiculous.
How come this channel can show cum?
But you get demonetized.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Susan. Isn't it crazy that every one of us did this?
Okay, so it goes into the end of what looks...
Oh, you really learned how a baby is formed. You know what's interesting? Look Who's Talking showed me how it happened, but my brain didn't put two together at all.
I think I can. Come on, guys.
Oh no, it's a tadpole squad. Ew.
That's just a child mind, just seeing a bunch of things swim around and go into a ball. Okay.
Susan, isn't it crazy that every one of us did this?
Okay, so it goes into the end of what looks like a grape.
The grape surgery.
This is it all grown up now. Do you feel old yet?
Shut up.
On their journey toward the
We're
egg.
on a journey to
However, resident cells from the woman's immune system,
Tries to
mistaking
kill
the
it.
sperm for foreign invaders,
Yep.
destroy thousands more.
Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
then they put on a stupid wig.
Next, half the sperm head for the empty fallopian tube, while the other half swim toward the tube containing the unfertilized egg. Some sperm get trapped in the cilia and die.
Okay.
The saw trap.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Ugh. I know how it works. I understand. Why am I getting weirded?
It's just a saw trap.
At long last, the sperm reach the egg.
So we get to the egg. All right, at least this is going to be simple, right?
Isn't that how I imagine the egg?
No, I thought it was like a big one sort of thing with just a skin on the outside, like a lychee.
Yeah, exactly. This looks like a subaquatic plant.
They're called creep vines.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah.
is covered with a layer of cells called the corona radiata,
Oh, don't call it that.
the outer layer of the egg, the zona pellucida.
Zona pellucida. It's like
So the tail doesn't
Making
break
shit
off.
up now.
Does the tail break off?
Zona pellucida of 1999.
I'm thinking of Look Who's Talking now, so.
I'm getting like survivor's guilt from like the millions of sperm that died in really comical ways.
When we edit this, we'll have it with like a bunch of
Also, no.
and
Can you
like
put rage faces on all of them as well?
Oh my god.
perfect.
It just feels like it's full of tunes traps. Like even the part where half of them got the wrong tube.
Yeah.
It's like egg this way, done in like rough paint on like a wooden sign.
which triggers their acrosomes to release digestive enzymes.
What the fuck?
The first sperm to make contact will fertilize the egg.
So what you're trying to say
So
is
what
that
about the other ones?
the pussy is kind of like the OG Squid Game. Because this dude had to fight everyone else through a series of wacky trials.
Oh, yeah, no, it's true, because at the end he gets a daft haircut, remember?
Yeah.
And just like this.
That was the dumbest part.
Yo, come on,
BTS or whatever
Yeah,
the fuck's going on there.
The tightly packed male genetic material spreads out.
And it just goes, oh, I don't know. All the spaghetti in its pockets just start falling everywhere.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm so sorry.
The female genetic material, awakened by the fusion of the...
Like, what is this? Is this like 2 AA batteries? What is... I don't even know what's happening.
This looks like in Majora's Mask when you play the Song of Time and go back in time.
Oh, yeah, they ripped that one off. Yeah, now we're going to use these massive strings to pull you together. What? Who designed this?
This is like a Final Fantasy move or something. This is like a summon.
Plant in a rich infant, growing and maturing for the next 9 months.
Yeah, so if anyone asks you, how was Babby formed? It's as simple as that.
They really educating. I mean, it's education right there. That's really how it happens. I thought the tail broke off, but I could have sworn that happened maybe in the... I mean, it's not like they really knew. I guess they knew, but how could you really... Unless you're there, you really can't say exactly how it happens. Do they put a tube up in there or something? How do they know this? Like, how do they explore this? What do they put where? Do they put... Okay. The question, how did they get the answers to how a baby was formed? But I think I'm just gonna leave it here. So, Deer Farm.
One time, for some reason, I spent a week on a deer farm.
It's like a Simpsons bit.
Yeah, that's my childhood. It's like just different occupations every week. I must have been 9. It was run by this like elderly couple, and they had tons of deer. And the thing about deer is you have to have electric fences. Also, the fences have to be quite high because the deer leap. But also, the electric fences have to be stronger than that for cattle.
You didn't have one of those moments, right?
Because they kick.
Right.
So they will kick the electric fences. The hooves don't conduct that well, and so you really want to have a strong voltage there. So it's not like a little zap, zap.
Yeah.
It's
Not
like
like this.
fork in the outlet sort of.
Well,
So
that moment too.
we're feeding these deer, buckets and buckets full of apples. I'm there with my sister and my mum, and my mum's like, grab the gate. And I go over to the gate, unlock it, and then I just suddenly wake up on the ground.
Ooh, that's fun.
Ooh, I just start crying. Yeah, I just got shocked by this fucking thing,
yeah.
and then I just dropped like a rock. That whole time on the deer farm was pretty fraught with injury, to be honest, because like even when the guy was going around telling us about the deer, he's like, don't stand behind the deer because they will kick. And then as he's saying that, he's standing behind a fucking deer and it kicks him in the head.
Oh,
and he
jeez.
just goes down like a fucking sack of bricks.
Well, that's lesson learned.
Was dead. And like he's fine. Like he just gets back up. But holy shit.
Was he like Sideshow Bobby gets up in the exact same place and the deer just kicks him again and he just keeps like getting up again?
Bad words. Ooh, I love them.
Do you remember when you learnt why certain words were bad because you accidentally said them or did them in front of your parents?
Yes. When we were very young, the strongest swear word we knew, and if you said it, you would be in
Sucker.
enormous trouble. Pain in the ass.
Pain in the ass. Ooh, yeah, we got trouble for sucker.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Ass and damn and crap, like back when those used to
Crap.
be hot shit.
Wanker was like, so I didn't know what it meant. I'm like 10, maybe 11, something like that. I knew the word, so I was just going around like, such and such is wanker.
Yeah.
Such and such is wanker.
'Cause you heard
and then
your
eventually
parents
my mum
say it.
turns to me and she goes, do you know what that word means? And I was like, no. Like really reluctantly saying, fine, no. And then she's like, it's someone who touches themselves.
Yo!
And then I was so embarrassed. I like never said it again. Oh no. Ruined everything.
I remember I was in the mall with my dad and I was just kind of like saying words to myself because you're a kid, I guess.
Saying words to myself because I'm a kid.
Yeah.
I think I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, go on.
I was going through all the words in my head I could come up that ended with anchor,
Oh no.
tanker, banker, and then I just started going through all the other letters just to see if they sounded fun to say. And I said wanker out loud really bad, and I just remember my dad immediately snapped. He just turns, he says, never say that word again. And I was like, oh. And then I just said it on YouTube that 1 million people are going to see. So fuck you, Dad.
Now, I've gotten my share of hard ER words in my lifetime. It's a thing. It's happened. You become immune to it after a while. The little girl had to be at least 5 or 4. 5, maybe 4. I don't know. A young little girl working at the shoe store. And all I hear, Mommy, is that a hard ER word? Yo, the mom fucking freaked out. She didn't get no shoes that day. She dragged her kid out, but it was just like, interesting, mother. It was a shame she had. It's not the little girl's fault. Though you can't blame it on the little girl. It's whatever the hell y'all talking about in y'all home. I used to throw around the N-word. I stopped doing it, but yeah, I used to throw that shit around all the damn time. GA, not ER. Become immune to words after a while. I don't give two shits anymore. Whatever. But mama was fucking terrified. I ain't gonna do nothing. You gotta handle that yourself. You better handle that real quick, because once that girl go to school saying that shit, I can't guarantee she's not gonna get popped in the mouth. I did look at the mom. We made eye contact. Might want to handle that. Just saying. Text message.
I'm a freshman at university. Bright-eyed, can't wait to attend my whatever the fuck lecture. I go to this class and I meet these 2 girls. And one of them I really fancied and the other one I did not fancy all that much.
How come?
Anyway, we got along really well, the 3 of us, and we're sort of hanging out for a sort of couple hours after class, and then I thought, we'll trade numbers. Mm-hmm. So I got this girl's number.
Nice.
That was the girl A. Now, I wasn't interested in girl A very much. I was interested in girl
So why did you get
The
A?
girl B model.
We go off our own ways. And, I'm like, I want to text this girl B. So I send girl A this message.
Oh my God, that phone. Oh, okay, hold on, yo. Like somebody that's talking to my homegirl would turn around and try to talk to me. I didn't appreciate that one too much. Like you talking to my homegirl. Why'd you ask for her number? Not. I'm just gonna listen. I'm just listening.
I want to B.
The girl B model.
We go off our own ways. And, I'm like, I want to text this girl B. So I send girl A this message. Hey, have you got girl B's number? And, trying to be really sly about it, but it's probably as fucking obvious as it can be.
Out of the way, I go.
And she says something like, yeah, sure, hold on, I'm in class. And I also had class. So what I then proceeded to do, put my phone in my bag. But this is back in the day when phones had to be locked. This is buttons.
Yeah, analog. Anything and it can just push down a button.
Exactly. When you used to be able to text and drive really easily.
Bring that back.
I know.
Yo, that was
Texting,
easy.
driving,
Texting like that.
So now, this particular phone had a very interesting quirk, which was that if you pressed the right button, it opens the menu. But if you press right again, it goes SMS. And then if you press right again, it goes new message. And if you press right again, it will go, oh, you must have finished with your message.
Yeah.
It goes to contacts. So these names are in alphabetical order, right? And her name just happens to be first on that list. And then if you press right again, it will send. So I put my phone in my bag, and I don't know it, but the right-hand button is being pressed for the next hour and a half.
Wow.
And it's just looping blank messages to this girl. You've just met this guy at university. He's a bit of an unknown quantity. He has now just asked your friend for her number. And when he didn't get it, he has just sent you about 2,000 blank text messages with impatience. She must have had to turn off her phone, or it's just going off like ding, 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 ding. I was like, oh, I'll look at my phone again. And I'm like, oh my God, it's got 1,000 of 2,000 messages still to send. And I'm like, oh. You can't cancel it. Like, the whole phone is just going into paralysis with how many messages it has to send. And so eventually I'm just like, I'm pulling the battery off the back. Then I'm in this dilemma, because it's like, you've now sent this girl 1,000 messages. Do you call her and say sorry? Do you send her another text message and say, sorry about that, I have this inexplicable problem?
Should be like, what the fuck does that mean?
And so what I decided to do was nothing. I just never said anything about it and decided I sure hope I don't run into her again. And then about 2 days later, I get a message the message has Girl B's number in it. Like, I still felt like I couldn't explain the situation, so I never did. And then I went on this, like, awkward, not quite date thing with Girl B. For some reason, she agreed to meet up. Maybe I just forgot or something, but I never explained it to her either.
She went on a date with you because she was afraid of the same thing happening to her.
Yeah, I've got to do this to save my friends.
I'll
never forget this. You do the same for me.
I'm always curious about that kind of thing. Like, I always remember that whole my friend wants to talk to you thing. Like, they will send somebody over for you. I've done that plenty of times with girls. Oh my goodness gracious. It's like, why don't you just go talk to them? I get it. You know, you're nervous and you're shy. But I've been an errand woman a lot of times in elementary and middle school. My friend likes you. My friend wants to talk to you. My friend wants to give you the, yo, what the hell? Why ask for the friend number to get to me? Or why ask me for a number to get to the friend? Why not just go to the friend? Oh, interesting. We pissing in cups now?
I'm trying to get some life insurance at the moment because I'm going to perish soon, probably.
Yeah.
They actually have a person come to your house now. You don't have to go to the doctors and do X, Y, Z. They'll just have a lady come to your house with a little suitcase. So she wheels it in. She comes into my office and she just starts taking blood. Like, I'm sitting in my chair and I got a fucking needle in my arm and she's draining all the blood from my body. And
I mean, you did consent to it, to be fair. You kind of made it sound like she just rocked up and sticked you.
But one thing I didn't know that I was signing for is they do a urine test as well.
Oh, stole your piss.
She hands me these 2 cups, fill one halfway and fill the other one full. And
Wait,
that one's for me.
yeah, she hands me a coffee mug and she goes, you know, if there's any spare. I piss into these 2 cups and I thought it would go everywhere because I'm not very used to it.
I got a shotgun cock.
Yeah, very powerful stream. I had to hold it about 15 feet away. Anyway, so I do that. But then the worst part is, right, I thought, oh, she's going to put it in these like plastic bags and send it away to the labs. Nope, that's just what she's doing with the blood. She gets out this like fish water testing kit and then she starts dipping it in the cup while I'm...
Oh.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's better that she did something with it because imagine if you just brought it out and she was like, ugh.
Yeah. But it was so healthy, she said. It was just such...
so tasty.
Yeah, such vital piss that she didn't even bother sending the other cup to the lab. No, that's good. No
She just
proteins,
put it in her pocket and walked out.
Yeah, right. Just dabbed a bit on her neck and went, that'll keep those foxes away. Oh, fuck, sorry. I know I keep doing this. Hold on one sec.
You're good.
Historian's at the store at the moment. I have to reply to it.
Get me more piss. That woman today stole all of mine. Can I get you the piss in the bags? It's cheaper.
Hey guys. Editor here. They didn't bother recording an ending. So instead, here's a small taste of what it's like to edit for IH. Please end my suffering.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
My baby don't mess around.
Note to the editor.
Editor, extend his neck 50 times.
I have to go to the bathroom so badly.
Hey, editor.
Wow.
Wait, how do we get onto...
Editor, leave that in.
Editor, cut that out. Sorry, none of these are fucking scary.
Leave all of those in.
Leave the last 3 hours of footage in.
Note to the editor.
Hey, Barry, make sure to cut out right when I start saying
he knows my name, what?
Note to the editor.
Hey, Barry, make sure to cut out right when I start saying bitch.
By the way, editor, sorry, I have accidentally hit stop record on so it's out of sync.
Hey, editor, just make the graphics scary.
Yeah,
It'll do. You'll figure it out.
So I don't know if this is going to work, but...
Have you ever encountered a spooky spook? Have you ever been stalked? Have you been walking down the streets of...
dear editor.
Delete everything. Delete the last 10 minutes.
Hey, don't tell people that.
I'm so sorry. Please keep that in.
We can't do that, but this would be torture for the editor. He'd be so mad. Just a small town girl living in a mountain. What?
Recording. Okay. Wow, interesting. Oh, there was no ending to that. That was just... It just is what it is, and that's how it is. Childhood. Oh, wonderful childhood that I don't miss, but didn't miss because I don't want to be an adult. So, yeah. If I can go back in time and have the knowledge that I have today, I would do all my 20s all over again. Definitely would. But, you know, that's not possible. It's cool. I just keep going forward, get older and older, and then eventually end in the ground. But there we go, Blaze Squad. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you blaze up the like button. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, go ahead and comment. Lily. And I will see you guys in the next video.